is Krista Edwards of Krista Edwards Consulting, and this is my amazing boyfriend, Claybon III, the founder and creator of Creatives Control. Actually, the business launched on your birthday, November 27th. So tell us, what led you to start Creatives Control, and what's the reason behind the name?
So Creatives Control, I've always had a thing for fashion in some sense. I used to collect shoes. I still collect shoes, but all throughout my childhood, I used to collect shoes and stuff like that. And you know, fashion just became a part of something that I like to do. And so I kind of got to a point where like, I love to create. I used to love to draw and everything like that. And so I just kind of like married the two. Like it was just a seamless transition to just be like, hey, like I really like this and I really like this come together. So over the years, I've always been like designing, and I've always been putting stuff together. Even when I play video games, like I'll spend more time customizing what the players have on the game than playing. And so like how you look, like it's always been important to me, like look good, play good for the game's sake, but like look good, feel good for everything else. And so creatives, it's something that's been a long time coming, but it came to fruition after I kind of had a vision for it, but I couldn't get a name for it. And then I was beating myself over the head because I wanted the name first and then to let everything else follow. And so I was just being like, just almost like, I was confused at one point because I couldn't get it together. I couldn't make it work. I couldn't do anything. And so I ended up just starting to like do it. And then God brought the name to me. He was like, I don't know if I said something one day or whatever the case may be, but I think I might have said something about like creative or creatives, and then control followed. And I was like, oh, Creatives Control. And so after that was brought to me, I took off running.
Yeah. Oh, so Creatives Control, align for your message. Yeah. You know, what does that mean and where did that come from?
So, fun fact, right? Align for your message came to Krista. We were driving a car one day and we were talking through Creatives Control. And as we were talking through it, she told me specifically, she was like, I have been searching for like a slogan or anything like that. So Krista, the brainiac that she is, God spoke through her, and she was like, she said, babe, so I know what you want creatives to be. I know that you wanted to kind of be like a line for your message. And I almost crashed the car when she said that. You remember, like I was like, ooh, that's it. I got giddy
right on Ralph
because, I got giddy because I heard, like as soon as she said it, I heard it loudly. And I was like, that's it right there. Like that is the thing. So a line for your message just embodies like everything that I've ever wanted to embody, and I would want my brand to embody, because it doesn't take individuality from any one person by wearing our clothes, right? And that was one thing that I had kind of got not tired of, but like we go out and we buy all these clothes and we search for all these clothes and what works and what fits and all these other things. And I was just like, bro, I'm tired of wearing other people's clothes. Like I want to wear my own clothes, even if it was just to wear my own clothes. But I knew that the idea and it would develop from there. So like that's where that individuality piece comes in. And so align for your message, like the consumer, whatever your message is, you do not lose your individuality by wearing our stuff.
Yeah. So every person that comes in to do a media talk, they fill out a questionnaire. There's kind of just a survey asking, questions about what it is that you're doing to make sure that when we actually have this conversation, I do a great job at really branding and talking about your business. So in yours, you put for your target audience that you really want people to have individualism, right? Thinking about the great signature shirts that we're wearing, signing your work is, what you were saying.
Yeah.
So what's the connection between the individualism part and the signature, like signing your own work? So even though I'm wearing this and it's a creative design, I'm still my own individual person.
Yeah. So like my mom always used to tell me when I would draw stuff, she'd be like, oh son, like sign and date it at the bottom. Like sign and date it at the bottom. I don't know if that's just a old art thing or whatever, or just a parent thing, like how to commemorate it, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you did this at this age, but she was always like sign and date at the bottom. And so signing your work, even from school, bro, you don't put your name on your paper, you're doomed. So like, you know what I'm saying? So signing your work is always a big, it's an important part of our society. And so being an individual, that's why the signature just says signature, right? Because I didn't want creatives to develop a signature, and now you're wearing creative signature like we stamped it in that way. The signature represents you, me, whoever is patronizing. So right now your signature represents Krista Edwards Consulting, even though you have a signature. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's really how it kind of collides and coincides with individualism, because I want everything that we do, everything that we like portray, to still be like your own portrayal as well.
Thinking about the future, what can the people expect from you and from creatives?
Well, right now we are trying to focus on just doing different marketing and media things to sell out of our first launch. So we still have a couple hoodies on there, the long sleeve shirts that you can purchase, and our limited edition retro tees that we have on there, in addition to other accessories. So right now, just trying to push that. Coming down the road, and we're trying to make this a little more sooner than later, because I've seen some of the response. We're gonna get more engaged with like an actual creative type of like package deals and set deals. So like our luxury stuff, like this hoodie that I have right now, this is just a sample, but our luxury stuff is gonna be really on display here, and we're gonna give people an opportunity to show their creativity even with our brand.
I think that just listening to everything that you're sharing, one thing I love is you were like, okay, this is where I want to go, but I'm really like understanding this is where I am right now. So I would say for anybody starting your business or even in business, pace yourself. Understand where you are based on, like you were talking about your inventory, you know, where you're trying to go. So really just have an understanding of like where you are, where you're trying to go. And I'll be very transparent. When I have an idea, I like to take that idea and run 30,000 miles, not slow.
Sorry. I'm telling on you.
Not slowing down. And sometimes he will have to be like, okay, take a pause, like take a second. And so I realized how slowing down really allows you to put something out there that's your best work and most aligned to what your actual message is.
You feel me?
To go to the align for your message. So thank you so much.
Yes,
this
ma'am.
has been
Thank you.
Claybon Lee III of Creatives Control. It's at Creatives Control on Instagram or your personal page. Well, I guess your music page is really not even personal.
It's all business, right? So my Instagram for my more personal use is _biscuit, BIXCUIT. And then, as Krista said, the creatives page is Creatives Control, creatives with an S. Control is CTRL, like the key on the keyboard, which is also significant. And the website, you can get it through both of the links that are in the bios, but it's also creatives-CTRLcontrol.com. And we have a lot of good stuff on there for everybody. Something that everybody can kind of get with and rock with. As you see, this has been our most popular seller, right? This is what I had to restock on. The signature shirts, everybody's loving the signature, especially for what it stands for, so yeah.
Definitely. All right, well, we're out of time, but this has been awesome. Thank you so much. And this is my name is Krista Edwards. This is Media Talks, and we hope to see you again soon. Thank you for watching Media Talks. I hope that this has been informative and helpful for you as you are inspired to continue to create, continue to learn, and continue to grow in your business. If you'd like to be featured, or you know any brands that we should be paying attention to, go ahead and email me at info@KristaEdwardsConsulting.com. I'm looking forward to partnering with you. Have a wonderful day.